Hello children, welcome to the social science class children, and today we are going to start a new chapter, that is the story of the early man part 2. We have already done the part 1 where we have studied about how the early man evolved or about the study of the early man, who were archaeologists. Then we have learned about that 40,000 years back the early man was there, appeared on the earth. We also learn about the stone tools or the stone age, when the early man learned about the how to make the tools from the stone. Then we have also learned about the sources of a study. So through these sources of study we come to know about the remains of shelters, cave paintings, and all these things help us to know about the early man. Now comes the next phase of the early man, where the various discoveries and inventions took place or took the birth by the early man. And in this way, the early man learned many new things, and all this discovery led to a more developed life for the early man. So first let us talk about the discovery of fire. So when we talk about the discovery of fire, we know that the early humans perhaps saw a forest fire when they went near it. They felt the heat and warmth by that fire, and he was afraid of it. That's why, due to this heat, he gets scared and thought that what is this fire is. So what happened? That they learned that the animals were also afraid of it. They don't go near the fire. The early men thus used the fire to keep themselves warm, as well as to keep the dangerous animals away from them. But here not the story ends about the discovery of fire. Now let us see how the early man used to think of the discovery of fire, or how did he found that how the fire can be made or can be there. Let us see. So now let us know how the discovery of fire takes place. As early men tried to learn it, or how did they learn to cook food? We know that earlier the early man was a hunter, food hunter. From the hunting, he used to hunt the animals, and then he used to eat the food. And slowly, and that phase from hunting, or we call it him as a food gatherer, the early man learned how to cook food. But how did they learn to cook food? It happened accidentally. A piece of flesh fell into fire. What happened? A piece of flesh fell into fire, and they ate. And when they ate it, they found tasty. What did it? They found tasty. And then this discovery of fire, which took place, must have accidental. Yes. How? See, when they started eating the food or the flesh, it was an accident when that flesh was fell into that fire, and after some time then they when this man ate, and then they found it tasty. So this way they learn how to eat the food which is cooked in the fire. But how the fire has taken place, or the discovery of fire has taken place? So the discovery of fire must have accidental. How? The early man must have taken the two stones and they tried to struck two stones that gave a spark. Like when you take a matchbox and you struck against each other, the matchbox and that one matchstick against that matchbox, you find a spark, and then with that your gas burner or stove burner is start burning for cooking the food. In the same way, the early humans struck two stones that gave a spark, and here the dried grass caught fire. Here you can see in the diagrams also. When you see the diagrams, you know that the early man, here in this first diagram, when you see that the early man is sitting around the fire where he gets the warmness through the fire. And in the second image, you see that early man is having the stone is in hand and is trying to strike the stone. Yes, and when he used to strike the stone, what happened? The fire striking, the early man striking the stone to what he used to do to produce the fire. So in this way, the early man make the discovery of fire with the help of the two stones. So now let us know the further story of the early man. So now in the discovery of fire, when we are learning about how the early man has made the fire by rubbing the two stones. Since then, the early man started lighting fire by rubbing two stones. So, the discovery of fire was of great importance in the history. Yes, this discovery of fire was of great importance as man could now cook food. Secondly, he can keep the dangerous animals away and keep themselves warm. So these were the few things which the early man can do when the discovery of fire has taken place. This was all about the early man and the discovery of fire. So now we will learn about. So now let us talk about the beginning of farming and settled life of the early man. Early man might have noticed that the plants growing in the neighborhood. But how? He might have seen the seeds fell on the ground, sprouting and growing into plants. Thus, now the man became. Now what happened actually? He started growing seeds to grow the plants. Yes, by seeing that, he started growing the seeds and the plants were grown. And this was the beginning of the farming. So, thus the man became the food producer from a food gatherer. So, this is the way how the man started his farming. Yes, by noticing the plants growing in their neighborhood. So, thus the man became food producer from a food gatherer. So, this was the beginning of a settled life. By growing the plants, he learned how to be together and settle his life slowly. So, now, when we have learned about the beginning of farming that the early man learned through when the seed fell into the ground and then it is grown as a plant, he learned how to grow the seeds from the seeds to the plant. Now the time comes when the early man has learned how to settle his life. So what did early man do? The early man began to live at one place. And why did he used to live at one place? So that he can protect himself from in the beginning only we told you that the early man used to live in groups. Why? So that the wild animals could not attack them. They protect themselves from the heat, rain, cold, and that way living with each other, they make their work easier. And now he felt he need not to go in search of food. Why? Now he has learned how to grow the crops. Yes, he grew crops, stored the surplus grain, made baskets and pots to store grains. Now he has learned how to store the grains also. And this was the beginning of the community life. Now from here, the community life started. Community life means when few people live together with their same taste, same lifestyle, that's become the community. So now they have the community life, and villages came into existence, and slowly from one place to another, slowly they have learned to grow the food and living at one place, and then the existence of the villages also started. So the early man began to domesticate the animals also. So this domestication of animals helps them to they are provided by the different kind of things like what? Like the meat, milk and wool also. So perhaps the dog was the first animal to be domesticated. So dog was the first animal to be domesticated. Then sheep, goats and cows were the other animals domesticated by the man.